everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another video. This is not a video I had originally planned at all, but after watching these episodes, I have to do this because I was a huge fan growing up of the original Night Court series. You know, with Richard Mole and Harry Anderson and everybody else, Marky Post. Now, keep in mind, I understand I am an old guy, and a lot of my old people I used to watch are currently frickin' dead. I get that. But I don't understand why these people have to come out and come back with remakes. This is involving the new 2023 Night Court series. So far it consists of only 2 episodes, only 2, and the only returning character is John Larroquette as Dan Fielding. Now, if you look, you can actually see, I believe, the lady that played Roz is still alive. The guy that played Bull Shannon is still alive. So they have a couple more people they could bring onto the show that might add a little charm to it. But my God! This is nothing but a rant. This is what pisses me off about society. Just let something go, people. Let something go. Why you have to bring something back from the edge of death? This is terrible. The best part of the original Night Court series was the comedic aspects of it along with the characters. And this has nothing. It has nothing to it. Nothing at all. You know, John Larroquette sucks as Dan Fielding in this. He's old as shit, and I know he's an executive producer and it shows, but this is not right. This is not the Dan Fielding character that we grew up to love and hate at the same time, and there's no other returning characters. And why does this come off as like a Mad TV skit? Everybody's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. Everybody talks so fast. There's no jokes. The jokes aren't funny, and every 2 seconds there's a fucking laugh track. You don't have a laugh track every 2 seconds. It's something that's not funny. It's not funny. The plot is terrible. Everything about this, there's only 2 parts where they actually tie back into the original Night Court series with it's like Harry's stupid ass stuffed armadillo. But other than that, there's nothing in this that warrants a remake. And here's something I have to say about things in the world. Nobody has any creative spark. Nobody has any bit of originality anymore. So all they can do is go back and pick out the pieces of old stuff and come back out with it in a new version. I don't have a problem with creating new characters. But why does the one lady look just like Roz? But it's not Roz! Bring back Roz! Why does the district attorney say, complete fucking moron? And the judge, dear Lord, I know the lady is trying. I gotta give her credit, but she sucks. She sucks. She's like, laugh track. She talks too fucking fast. She doesn't have any character development, no charisma at all. And the only tie-ins they can have back to the original Night Court is certain set pieces in the background. There is nothing that ties in. They don't have the maintenance man. They don't have the guy that works the coffee shop. The only thing they have that's OG from the original series is Dan Fielding. And they screw him up too. Now, I don't know in how many episodes this first season's going to have before it gets canceled. I watched it on Peacock, and I have to say, it wasn't funny. It was terrible. It made me want to puke. It made me actually sad. And I went back and watched several episodes of the first season and other seasons of the original Night Court. It had this special charm to it, this magic. And maybe these characters might grow to have this magic, but the writing's not there. The writing is garbage. The plot is garbage. The characters are garbage. Everything about this series just screams, cancel it, throw it on the heap there, damn, burn it down now. And the only reason why I feel like this series even got some episodes made is because of John Larroquette. I think old Johnny Boy needs some cash, So he came out with that. "Oh, let's do some night court and some new night court because I need some money to keep my lights on." Now, I can actually respect and appreciate that. But John Larroquette, if you are an executive producer of this show, how dare you bring this abomination to the forefront? How could you possibly make a Night Court remake, a reboot, or whatever the heck this is, and not actually bring any of the original people back? You know what? Maybe they don't want to come back for a reason. Maybe they read the script and realized how bad this is. And even they, where they're at, going, "I ain't got no money." Richard Mole, or whatever the hell his name is, or the lady that played Ross, they're like, "You know what? I'm better off not doing it. I'll work at the damn Waffle House. Maybe I should say something about this." This is the number one reason why I hate remakes and reboots. You can't do it right anymore, people. You can't. You have no iota of originality. You can't take anything from modern day and bring it in and embrace the original along with some new modern day stuff. It's either you create all new with a little bit of flavor of the original, which is what this is, or you create something that's all original but updated to modern day stuff. And it doesn't work in today's society. If you want to have a modern day Night Court series and you want it to be a comedy, you need to have more than stupid ass writing in what they have in this. This is terrible. There's no funny parts to it. There's no humor to it at all. You can add a laugh track to anything. Like right now, listen to that. I hear that? Does that make this funny? Oh, it's so funny because there's a laugh track. Wow, wait. Oh, wow. Knee slapper, right? But honestly, that's the problem I have with society. Everybody is so plain Jane and boring. Nobody has an iota of any originality. And all you want to do is like bring back old characters. Now, if you bring them back and you have them as their characters, I can respect that. The only person returning in the series so far is Dan Fielding, played by John Larroquette, who happens to be one of the producers of the show. And I have to say, he acts nothing like Dan Fielding. Dan Fielding would never act like this in a million years. I watched the original series and I loved it to death. This is not Dan Fielding at all. This is just an abomination of an original series. And I cannot sit here and say I can recommend this. I've seen 2 episodes. The first episode, okay, first couple episodes, you gotta let it go by at first. It's just establishing characters. But they're not establishing characters. They just throw them in. This is blah, 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 blah. He does blah, blah, blah. This is blah, 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 blah. They do blah, blah. In the second episode, they already changed out 3 characters. My God, if you're trying to establish characters, you don't get rid of them after the first episode. You have things that tie into them for their personal reasons of why they're having troubles, and you want to build on them to make them establish characters. But if you're already throwing away characters after the first 2 episodes, and the characters that you currently keep are non-existent, boring ass, one-dimensional, pre-programmed, just terrible script written garbage, I can't say it. It's a say and go, why do you have to do this? You know what? Harry Anderson has passed away. Why don't you do the honor and just leave Night Court where it should be? In the grave where it was. Watch the original series and enjoy it for what it is. Quit trying to resurrect something that doesn't need to be resurrected. Leave it alone. Let one of my favorite shows of history be left alone without remaking it into something worse than it ever was. No tie-in to any of the original characters. No character development. Terrible writing. Terrible script. The only thing I can say is the slight iota of some props that they brought in from the original series. But other than that, this is Night Court. This is not Night Court. It's not Night Court. Stop it, people. Stop it. Leave my memories alone and quit ruining what I grew up on. Let it die. Move on. Make something new. And if you're going to bring it back for what it is. But Night Court 2023 is just another abomination that should be thrown in a pile and burned to the ground. And that's just my personal opinion. Please leave in the comments below if you've had the chance to watch the first couple episodes of the 2023 Night Court and what you think compared to the original. Please leave in the comments below. I know this is not a normal video, but I don't care. I love Night Court so much, I just felt I had to make this video. I really did. Honestly, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you don't, leave it in the comments. Don't give me a thumbs down. Just leave in the comments why you don't agree with me. Honestly, and remember, here at Devil Dog Gaming, no matter what, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil's in the details, and this is not Night Court!